This home short film tells us about a child must sacrifice his dream or career to continue his father's career, so that it can be inherited from generation to generation. Brian remembers Adam's words when he was on plane to return to Malaysia because his father was ill and wanted to continue his father's business. In addition, as Malaysians must be united in life regardless of race, religion, or rank, as done by Adam's father.
The characters and the characteristic of this short film. The characters of this short film is Jin Lim, who played the roles of Brian. Brian's characteristic in this short video that he is independent. This is due to the fact that Brian has been living alone in Melbourne for the past 7 years away from his family. Secondly, Brian is successful. This is attributed to the reasons that Brian has lived in Melbourne and works there for 7 years. Then there's Doreen Wong, who plays Brian's mother. Brian's mother has a supportive character. Because of this, Brian's mother had sent their sons to the airport, which assigns Brian to support her son in his pursuit for a career in Melbourne, and promised him that she will visit him there and live with him. The next character in the short film is Tom, who plays Brian's father. Brian's father is a caring father, which is one of his traits. This is because Brian's father remembered that his kid is a fussy eater when it comes to nasi lemak. He knows that his son dislikes cucumber and peanuts. He will also go to any extent for his son. Next, I'm going to talk about Vika, who played the role of Nash in this short film. Is the next character who is helpful. The reason I mention he is helpful is because he noticed that his friend Brian appeared to be having difficulty. As a result, he takes Brian out to lunch and listen to his friend's problem. Following that, Faizul Shahirin played the part of Nasi Lemak Uncle and Adam's father in this short film. I believe Adam's father is honest and caring. The reason I mention that is because an auntie once gave him 5 ringgit, but the nasi lemak only cost her 3 ringgit, and Uncle Nasi Lemak was honest and handed her the rest of the money. Also, Uncle Nasi Lemak is very kind-hearted since he spotted a homeless guy laying on the ground. So the next thing he does is give the homeless man food to eat. Lastly, there's Kyo Propaganda, who played Adam. Adam's character in the short film has the trait of thoughtful. That's because shortly after his father's death, he returned from Germany, leaving everything behind to assist his mother with his family business. He also aware of his late father's passion for business. So, as dutiful son, he looked after his father's small business and looked after his mother.
The setting of the home film is at airport, where Brian remembered the memory of what his parents said when he first time go to study at overseas. Next, at Brian's home, his mother tell him that Brian need to handle the legacy of their family and leave his study behind. This is because his father become old and sick, but his father don't allow anybody to take over his father's business except him. Next, Adam's family store, where Brian and Nash, who is Brian's friends, go to eat nasi lemak and they meet new friends, which is Adam. Adam's family stall also being the favorite stall to others. This is because Adam passing's father has seniority and love for people. At there also, Brian get a precious advice from Adam about continue his father's legacy. Lastly, in aeroplane, when Brian remembered the flashback of Adam's advice.
The conflict in this short film is that Brian is forced to return to Malaysia because his father falls ill and is unable to manage the family company. His father, Mr. Tan, did not want to hand over the company to anyone else other than his son Brian. However, Brian is reluctant to accept the responsibility because he still has other responsibilities in Australia after living there for almost 7 years. He feels that all his effort is not worth it if he accepted to manage his family company in Malaysia. He sticks with his decision for return to Australia.
Okay, as the audience knows, Brian has a conflict with his parents. One, Brian will live in Melbourne to return to Malaysia and run the family business. As a result, Brian felt very uncertain and quarreled with his parents. How did Brian resolve this dispute? Brian, with mixed feelings, had gone to his friend's house and invited him out to eat at the store. In addition, Brian also told the problem that occurred while at home to his friends to get his friends' opinion. His friends view grew stronger when the son of the store owner also shared his appearance of facing a similar dispute with Brian. His friends' partnership has awakened Brian to give in to his parents who have made various sacrifices for him. So finally, Brian decided to return to the bosom of his family,
We're just beginning out of towards our
Malaysia.
destination. We would just like to wish everyone a pleasant day and to all Malaysians a welcome.